4 years that actually left the capital, Damascus. A few hours ago, rebel forces had announced they'd entered Damascus. They also said they'd taken over the city's airport and the state TV building. The Syrian Prime Minister says the government was ready to hand over power to any leadership chosen by the people.
I'm here at home. I am not leaving, and I don't intend to leave. I expect in a peaceful manner to guarantee the continuity of the public authorities and the institutions and state apparatus, and to guarantee the safety and security for all citizens. And we are extending our hands even to the opposition, who extend their hands and gave assurances they will not cause any harm to any citizens who belong to this Syria of ours.
Well, moments before opposition fighters took control of the airport, open-source flight trackers recorded a single plane in Syria's airspace. An Ilyushin 76 aircraft with flight number Syrian Air 9218 was the last flight to take off from Damascus. First, it flew east, and then it turned north. Well, a few minutes later, its signal disappeared as it circled over Homs. Well, Hamda Salute takes a look back at Bashar al-Assad's years in power.
AI can be fun and games. SEMrush has made it all action. Make informed marketing decisions.
There was hope for political change in Syria when Bashar al-Assad inherited power in 2000 after the death of his father Hafiz. But apart from some economic reforms, he differed little from his father's 30-year tough rule. The young Assad wasn't originally meant to take power. He was studying to become an eye doctor in London when he was recalled after the death of his older brother Basil. Parliament had to lower the age for presidential candidates from 40 to 34 so that he could be eligible for office. A decade later, he faced his first real challenge. In March 2011, people took to the streets demanding democracy. The president dismissed the rebellion and called it a foreign conspiracy. Assad was also the head of the only legal party in Syria, the Ba'ath, and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. His response was a heavy crackdown on protesters, which brought even more Syrians to the streets, eventually triggering a civil war. Assad did have some public support, particularly from the minority Alawites, a sect which his family is part of. But the Syrian leader repeatedly dismissed his opponents, calling them terrorists.
What we are facing is not a political problem, it's a conspiracy and terrorism. The political reform process continues to move forward, yet terrorism is not going down.
As the war dragged on, it was the backing of allies Russia and Iran which provided political and military support that allowed Assad to recapture territory and hold on to power. But his government was unable to regain legitimacy in the eyes of much of the international community. In the shadow of war, he held elections in government-controlled territories that were dismissed by many as undemocratic. And despite never winning the war, he survived, but with a narrow support base and with only partial control of the country. The Syrian leader was always uncompromising and defiant, and ignored a UN-led political process to bring about a democratic transition.
All right. He refused to go into a democratic transition for make them get peace. But what's it with the time for talk now? Yeah? You know, we always tell we leaders there, power, what I can say, not forever. No, not forever. In fact, not in order not forever in the world. We all know that clearly. But sometimes, because power cannot intoxicate we so deeply, when we see another child and they talk to the leader there, when they see another child and they can feel said and they forever, not knowing say that will be a time where you will become powerless. Now, this man we don't rule Assad. We don't rule in country for 24 years, where even the West they look for him for trial. He don't finally left the country. He don't run away. They don't seize him power. And rebellion, they don't take over. Why? Because in key backers there, when Iran and Russia, we all know what did happen at the Middle East, and we know the war between Russia and Ukraine. They drain Russian economy, and they can't afford for continue for supporter, even though they be get support for at least is still in power. This for tell you no matter what. Now I come back to Saloon. Why they make this one? Iran, if you check on the Middle East, you know, go dismiss as not too powerful. Entity, now a very strong, powerful entity. Of course, then get oil, then get money, then get technology. In fact, they accuse them, the West accuse them, say they depend develop weapons of mass destruction through the nuclear project, even though they're denying that, they're saying that for civilian purpose. Now, of course, we see Russia, you're not able to deny that. Now, super world power. These two powers are them, they support this man. Now, with all those support to them, they give this man a runaway. Now, we on country, we get a leader where he rely on only the police and the military, with some of the tribesmen there for staying at power, for do certain things and were unlawful. Where, in fact, it all reached to a point that people and still wonder how this man will survive. For let a leader even talk to a citizen like this. Remember, say this they get for car. Let me just remind you some of the ashword there.
We who say with the map now we not elect we. Now we go with the can different way. This time I can with the ballot also. Now the ballot someone ain't get for put me. And me time done. I just the shout say me time done. They are coming here. But anybody say can with bullets, you go meet bullets. And this
if you count bullets, you go meet bullets. And I want to take you back into history, quick one. Let me just see what's in the happen. More than 27, this is not the official figure. And the other figures could be much higher on a protest will result into the death of even policemen.
President Julius Maada says the violence was premeditated and designed to topple his government. He calls the protesters insurrectionists.
The full force of the law will be brought to bear on all those persons who attacked and killed police officers. They, their sponsors, and their collaborators will not go unpunished. There will also be a full investigation into the death of ordinary citizens who lost their lives in this senseless violence incited by those unknown persons.
The protests are some of the most violent Sierra Leone has seen in peacetime. The government says the opposition is to blame, but the opposition rejects that accusation. They say the government's bad economic policies are responsible.
It's been 4 years since they came to power. They haven't done anything to move the needle in the right direction. So that's not an excuse.
Many businesses have remained shut as security forces patrol the streets. A 12-hour curfew is still in force across the country. Sierra Leone, like most African countries, heavily rely on imports. And because of its current supply challenges, the country is also suffering from inflation. With more than half the population living below the poverty line, people here are finding it increasingly difficult to afford even the basics like food. The protests come 10 months before the country's general elections. There are real concerns here that the election process could be marred by the violence seen in the past few days. Ahmed.
Right, that's just a recap of what's in take place. But look at the meeting where the ICC meets there for a study. Let me just shout what's in the ICC makeup of this. Now, this could be perhaps just smile for the picture, smile for the camera. But behind the scene of those smile, it gets a deep, deep, deep meaning. Now, let me see what the ICC puts. The International Criminal Court, now them post, now them websites this, now them Twitter accounts, X. There's a prosecutor, Karim, met with the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Sierra Leone, H.U. Mohamed Lamin Tarawale, in the margins of ASP 23. So again, we don't see many of them meeting there, and unprecedented. Say Aneskoma left power, we don't see boku of them meeting there. Now, with only when Sierra Leoneans then grab, then go lay complaint at ICC, we begin see series of meetings where they come out from the ICC. They don't meet with Maada 3 times. They don't meet with the Minister of Justice several times. This is not the latest one where they meet with. And one of them is there, we will count on as something where we know, where perhaps no one knows what happen. We go can call for now key figures there, where they recommend for pulling the government, where Maada no, I will count on anyway on that. So these are some of the issues then. But let me just share one way the NSSF Bidu that NSSF puts this now waiting governments be put. Then say that the reason we make ICC go meet them. But let me just share this for now with the time for fair now. And let us see what's in government. Then you account be say quick one with the come just now. We want just share.
From her home in Leicester Village on the outskirts of Freetown, Haisatu Doumbia could hear the sound of gunshots and see the...
Well, the first thing, he's the president of Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone is a proud country that's had a very important role to play in international justice. Sierra Leone has the honor of being elected as one of 3 African countries to be a non-permanent member of the Security Council for the year 2024 and 2025. You've got a very good PR here in Permanent Representative Michael Kanu, and Justice Sierra Leone knows about it. Sierra Leone has supported the Special Court for Sierra Leone. It's been supporting the ICC, and we want to make sure that we can count on Sierra Leone, we can work with Sierra Leone and benefit from Sierra Leone's leadership in terms of international justice, because this court is driven by one principle, which is the equality of humanity. And the lives of people in the global south, in Latin America or Asia or Africa, matter as much as people's lives anywhere else. And to deliver on the promise of justice, we need partnerships. And it's a very good opportunity to meet the president and to re-fortify that bond of trust and to look at ways in which justice can be, not confined to prosecutors in The Hague like myself or judges, but can be felt by the people of Sierra Leone. And I've had the honor of living in Sierra Leone and working in Sierra Leone, and I think Sierra Leone is a wonderful country with wonderful people who've shown great fortitude, great brilliance, from Judge Karoma to Judge Miatra at the ICC to Ambassador Kanu. And I think you've got a lot to be proud of, and your role in international justice is not a small one. It's one every Sierra Leonean should be proud of, whether they're Lungi or Freetown or other parts of the country. It's one that you should feel very proud of.
Okay, Fambul, una listen carefully waiting this man be the time for talk on that video day. He mentioned key thing then. He talk about international justice, and he talk about people, their life, how they're important, how the people are fulfill justice. It's not about just having these signing these agreements or these treaties. So it's very important. So after that particular meeting day, we see a series of follow-up, and then really want to see accountability take place, because then get huge evidence where Sierra Leoneans gonna go tender. So some of them meeting here behind the scene, where they see they smile for the picture and for the camera. If we see them eventually pull arrest warrant, we're not go surprise. But no worry, we're not going to put the cat before the horse. We go keep on posted. Not trust we. Once we get her, we're not going to know. All right. Now, another thing where we want to look into today, a very, very sad situation at the country. We former the late Steady Bongo, where I'm sure say every Sierra Leonean don't benefit from in crafts. It die per road accident. Let me just go now with websites. Let me share with myself. This okay. In fact, let me how they get themselves. It is boku, but we just want to take. All right. Okay. All right. So this renowned Sierra Leone musician Steady Bongo dies in tragic road accident. So this now just a short one. The country they in loss. I'm sure plenty people I don't see, and there is different versions. Some people they're happy. Some people they say no, This man deserve for die because it supports the government, SLPP, and so. I mean, as always. But whatever the case may be, I feel say everybody gets in right for belong to any political party. In a musician, largely enough, would they look like say yes, they're supposed to be neutral, but at the same time, we take their rights from them for they belong to APC or SLPP or any other political party of your choice. This man don't show the lives of many Sierra Leoneans in music cuts across all the boundaries in the country, and I'm sure in one way or the other, you must go down shake your head by song and one, Eboku, come on, bear me, bang, bang, come on, bear me, come on, bear me, don't be and just, I mean, a whole lot of I know some of those songs there, So I'm sure say we go miss her as a country, and we extend condolence to his family. May then take courage and be strong at this during this difficult time. Yeah, so that's not the message where we get that side. But there's one last thing we'll go put for you now before we end the program. The protest where I want to listen this one. PDP, PLP rather. Just check this one, then pull a press and then leader, and I don't know, maybe this guy then will possibly arrest him very soon, because say go try these governments, you get away with it. This man don't pull this clip now. Yeah? We want her for sharing with you. We want her for sharing. PLP, yeah, PLP, Peace and Liberation Party. Yeah, the leader of the Peace and Liberation Party and the deputy leader of the Concerned Sierra Leoneans, they pull a statement where they say then they joined the protest. Well, now 8 minutes, but I'm sure it's worth listening to. It load. After I download, we go drop on for you, let you get her, and from there we go come back and do the final analysis. Yeah. We get to one more item where we for be able to discuss now. We Alfred Peter Conte don't write ECOWAS, but Nandi perhaps we go left on the main program tonight at 8:30.
Me now Honorable Dr. Kande Baba Conte, the legitimate leader of Peace and Liberation Party, PLP, the Angel. I don't go through all the difficulties then at this country also, and don't contribute to the peace process of this country also. That's why I don't want this country to go back from Usai we come out. As a member of the Concerned Sierra Leoneans them, I they ask the police for immediately release Mr. Thomas Babadi, the civil activist, and Mr. Maddie Williams, the leader of Concerned Sierra Leoneans them, we write a letter demanding the release by ECSL the disaggregated results of the June 2023 elections. They copied all the international community them, we moral guarantors them, and institutions them of national character. Then they wrote a letter to the police for protection on the 10th if the ECSL fail for produce the disaggregated results of the June 24, 2023 elections. The police invite them for go get discussion on the letter where they write to the ECSL. As law-abiding citizens them, they honor the invitation and went to the police headquarters. From where they go there, we not see that yet. All we agree is that then they in the custody of the police. I want let the police
and the entire populace know say that letter where Mr. Thomas Babadi, the civil activist, and Mr. Wadi Williams, the leader of the concerned Sierra Leoneans, then write, a day within the constitutional and democratic rights, and that now also the desire of the majority of the people then of this country, because they fully understand say all these difficulties where they go through and the heightened situation of the country now because of the failure of ECSL for produce the disaggregated results of the June 24, 2023 elections. And I also want the police and the general populace for no say, we don't write letters them to the moral guarantors them for inform them about the present situation where Mr. Wadi Williams and Mr. Thomas Babadi they na them custody. We don't write the American Embassy, the European Union, the Nigerian Embassy, the Nigerian High Commissioner, Ghanaian, all the moral guarantors, the EU, Commonwealth, and the German Embassy. We don't write them all. I want making a know that. So I still call on the police for see reasoning and release there with people there so. I want for further inform the Inspector General of Police that this peaceful march is going to be very, very peaceful without any intention to disrupt the peace of this country. I want to inform the Inspector General of Police and assure and say this protest again for be very, very peaceful because we don't inform the general populace. We get for come out that they do not carry any ammunition, any sticks, and they not for throw stones, and they not for use no bad language or provocative language against the police personnel them. As the situation stands, I want to make, and I know say, we not get nothing for fear, we will not get for back off, we not go allow for let anybody threaten we, because we are fighting for our rights. And they call on Sierra Leoneans who have been come out and vote for like they will live a better life, for join the peaceful protest. Got they call on the market women them, the keke drivers them, the bike riders them, the lawyers, the doctors, the teachers, the nurses, even the petty traders them, the jelly man them, everybody from all walks of life, for can join we in this peaceful protest for make life become normal for we again. I want let the people them know say and the police know say even if they arrest me, other people that will come, will get prominent people them were interested in this peaceful march. For see that say we country not go behind. We get former honorables them, present honorables them, former ministers, present ministers them, paramount chiefs. Now they say within all the regions them. And the international community is strongly behind us, this democratic move we want to take. We know the letter we sent to them, the reply we then give it. So this is not about Dr. Kande Babakonte, Mr. Wadi Williams, the leader, Mr. Thomas Babadi, the civil activist. It is about Sierra Leone, little country no go back and get peace finally. And I go agree with me say ECSL no get right for declare a winner when he no get disaggregated result for confirm the declaration we make. I dey appeal to now all other been vote wey ECSL not able for produce the disaggregated data for letting I go know who that really win. That Lena join we in the peaceful match to ECSL on Tuesday the 10th of December. If ECSL fail for produce the disaggregated data on the 9th, when at the last day when we give. This is about Sierra Leone. It is not about Dr. Kande Baba-Conte. It is not about the leader, Mr. Wahid Williams. It is not about Mr. Thomas Babadi, the civil activist. It is about Sierra Leone and how sanity, Wakanda, our country, and how all these difficulties, economic difficulties they go through, go come to an end finally. Long live our democracy. Long live Sierra Leone.
All right, that's now Dr. Bada. We they end that particular message. We call on Sierra Leoneans and say them for Dr. Baba rather, Dr. Baba Kande Conte. With the end press release, they see then they go out tomorrow, regardless of whether government gets in there or not. They are going out because of the constitutional right for demonstrate according to the constitution. Many sections they would on quote for and I have several times, 25 would on remind we leaders there about the responsibility. Would also see other prominent law bodies that don't come, they don't say the same thing, say government for allow people and for protest. In this particular case, I would tell you, say government, I think then they get them wrong, because all along then they say they're faceless. What then they call about protests and saying are faceless people and are faceless, and government they deal with faceless people. If people can get the courage now for come out plain, then can ask for their right. When I invite in a police, when I invite in a police, what you wanna do? Instead of not left them go, arrest them, keep them today. But this guy, Lord just watch you, perhaps I'm going to arrest them back, because tomorrow they say they come out. In fact, I make this program in 8:30, they count the former immigration boss and they can learn voice on this one we can get conversation on that as well. So I don't know, but we go see how the situation go unfold. In a country we say democratic, and if we see people exercise their rights. Sometimes government they do things, they blow things out of proportion. Till we no need for let go virally, they make it go viral. These guys then for that very day then go, police take the letter, read the letter. Unfortunately, XYZ courts will not get forgiven a permit, will go on their home. That's it. But the first one they use for lock them up, that don't raise highbrow. And if he continue for do so, look, Ghana then just finished the election. The opposition win. Somaliland, the opposition win. Botswana, the opposition win. Liberia, the opposition win. Senegal, the opposition win. We don't count many of those examples there. We don't get peaceful transition of power. And we see there we are actually results. But we on case, we still they talk about this, which means something somewhere is not right. So if the people and they come out, they want to talk. But when I go kill, when I go fire, when I go do all kind of things, but trust me, Assad na don't go so. Assad don't go. 24 years. And he get two powerful countries on the supporter. Two powerful countries, Iran and Russia. Let them they support, let them be the old in regime. Where I see today, it ain't Russia. Don't go seek asylum. Don't go seek asylum. So now therefore be careful. We always tell now. And some of una, if not be careful, una therefore end up as asylum seeker in another country. It's a fact. We don't make things up here. If the current government not be careful, una continue to push the people into the wall, it go reach the point they rise. And when the people in the rise, the police are not there for you. they will protect them. How many police will get at the country? How many soldier man will get at the country? I just want you two examples. Russia, one of the super world power in the country. Iran, one of the strong Middle East power that they support Assad regime. But not able because the people rise against Assad and he's gone. He's gone. So una always sit on that power this alone. Now state house, una they do things like say una get all the protection. I read the Minister of Information, they say now what are tight. Nobody not for worry. But the last people they wait for take advantage of and wait for Abu Kolasef take granted. Now people we said to ourselves. Anyway, I'll just tap here. So Pambulem, like I said, the program a very, very short program. Perhaps we will take maybe 5 calls if time permits, with 5 calls, and we do our text messages there. So we'll rest behind the scene and rush come back as we get a guest tonight. We get for we on this planned protest for the ECS release the disaggregated data. And let we see if we will put all right. I think call them don't begin inside right away. All right, this not going to be waste time. We'll go straight to the point. Yes, call outside the call from. Would they make a short for no more? Yes, call outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, this is Pacola, the call from the home of the Cowboys.
All right, Pacola, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
God bless you, sir.
God bless
Thank you very much for all what you do.
God bless you too.
You know, one thing I make clear, the world is a global village. Information is power. Among other social media tools then, the use of WhatsApp and Facebook don't shape the world for good. The truth is the highest law. We can say that alone the truth and the lies, or the truth and the lies. The way the bio-led governments don't bastardize with constitution, it's not funny. When it comes to human rights abuse, bullying, public and secret killings, it's too much. Based on which you don't show we and which you don't analyze, which you go at the war, I strongly believe say constitutional ruling go return as a rebellion. We're not patient. The baskets of accountability, therefore a lot of people. The 84 recommendation, the implementation of the 84 recommendation, it will happen. Democracy must win. God bless Salon. God bless and protect Dr. Samura, and stay blessed.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Who's that they call from?
Hello?
Yeah, who's that they call from?
Mohammed, they call from Qatar.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Now, concern this protest now in country because some of them they all be from Upper, right? And from Upper, they congratulate Maada Bill. Maada Bill buy them all. They may not say what they do is wrong. Now they want grab for faith for Salon people. And there's the hypocrisy they turn another country. Because all them say this to prosperity can judge the one day. It's not make God kill each man first of Upper. One bag grace. It's a passport that will give one bag. You see what they talk? Two are not small for be crap. What I do now? On the India the country in progress. On a go to condole with Maada Bill. Go for one bag grace. Don't you mind to go to a dry? You see the hungry panna. Then say it's right. So I know Mr. Komon-Tok. Me this protest. Now we don't call people. Now we don't talk. Now don't talk. Now don't talk. Now don't advocate for them. Let's have to see awareness. But they all not be support now. Why now?
All right, thank you very much.
So I'm not going to kill people them all. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to kill people them. They are festive season. This I'm not going to kill people them. Come on, be in a second thoughts. In IG that fire said that they still if they get. You see? And that's that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Perhaps we'll take the last caller for tonight, for this program, as we get for comeback and nets. No, we have this one. Yes, caller. Who's that they call from?
They call from Street.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Thank you. I just want the opportunity we give you from up, be heard and for your good work.
Thank you too.
People of Sierra Leone be rest assured say Maada go fall at the same trap as Assad. This regime na Syria go fall like I fall so today. after a rule of 20-something years, imprison people. But today, it goes seek asylum in other country. No matter how you live, you enjoy in other country, they say no compare to your own country in the way you live. That's the same thing we get for happen with these people. And for the December 10th protest, I want the people of Sierra Leone not get fear, because fear is an illusion. More common in massive numbers, more protest. This is our right. If we die for rights, more die for rights. Once we liberate this country and set this country free from this tyranny, from these barbarians and all these corrupt leaders, that's the key point. Thank you very much. Thank you. May God bless you. May God bless Sierra Leone. Amen.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So we'll take another call. All right. So don't miss this one. Okay. All right. Okay, we don't miss this one again. All right. So we'll take two more calls, and then we pay attention on the text, and then we wrap up the program. Two more calls. Yeah, two more calls, and then all right. Let we add this with brother. Yes. Yeah, you get
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Komon-Tok, and thanks for all as always. You see, listen, I want to just make a quick review with my brother, one who call from Qatar. Them people there, no matter who said they don't do the conquest, as long as they don't join the people of Sierra Leone, Moko focus on that point today and Moko congratulate them and Moko embrace them. You see, sometimes we can do error. To err is human. So, but then it goes far in realize it's good. And I'm happy with you when you put Steady Bongo in legendary and in character. You are right, because we all know that's in this. Let's put about politics aside. Say if we don't support, we are right. Thank you very. This is one thing I like you always. You're not like other people, because people in the way you don't die soon. They make money out of it. If you go on YouTube now, you see other platforms and now they bring Steady Bongo. You don't they don't really play and you now you don't die. They do propagate, and now people they call now they whether they talk politics or they talk about it. No. God no want that one. You don't perform, you don't make people happy in the country, regardless of the rhetoric still we talk about it. And that'll be fine, I don't believe. So but Moku just pray for them and Moku accept the good way you don't do, rather than look at the negative thing there because of politics. So I want to say thank you. I'll be talking today with the family. I say one thing where I guarantee you, you're not going to ever be parent kind of foolish there for making money. Because seriously, they don't die. The people they go now, go on YouTube, go on platform, call this one, they call just for making money out of the mind, die one. So that is one of the things where I guarantee you know all foolish things you will bring. If you bring tangible things that you always call people there from Sierra Leone, we are not to follow this platform to the higher height because you do the integrity way you hold. Me, I'm personally very optimistic about faith, and I'm so much that because I get a broad mind. Some of anyone does get your character, one can have a campus or can block for because we are young boys. We have people who are ahead of me. We know much that we know. But you do very well. So I want to talk to you about say, make you forget about the negative thing, make you forget the landlord, we don't congratulate some other do. Of course, yes, they do. That it's a country.
Thank you. Yeah, thank
you. What you go for do? They don't congratulate and go and president. But now if they come and they don't join the people, then look, we embrace this protest here.
All right. Thank you very much, Ahmed.
For the life, this will all get a role for play, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Not about one person. But we save himself.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. All right. Now we just take one more call. If call come, that's fine. If it call not come, well, we'll jump on. We'll be on just take one more call, then we set them up. We anyway. Let me start from this. This one they come up from Abdul Sisse. He say, if beyond no one left with shame or by protest, we can still accept free, fair runoff election with 90 days under ECOWAS commissioners. And Gladys Kano, they say, now social unions in town, now where you die, then they celebrate you. And Zanab see they say this protest they happen. Be yourself do agree see the constitution. And Bine Sumago, they say one day. They say one day, Bio keep killing, kill who against you. And I don't know if we don't take this. J does they say the innocent blood is crying for justice. And this one coming from Idrissa Fatoma, protest, no protest. Maada Bio is the president until 2028. And okay. Okay. And this one they come from Lolo Gasparini. They say, now you make Komon-Tok. You get very good art. And Bintu Kale, thank you for joining us. Thank you as always. And this one they come up from Obe. Rest in peace, Steady Bongo, but you supported bad governance because of try your work shall follow you. Well, this we don't pass that level now, and we feel say if we move on with personal support when it comes to anyway tragic accidents like that. Good evening, yes, Kate K, thank you for joining us. And this one they come up from Kamara Mola, would say today the people of Syria are celebrating freedom over 20 years of repression. What was happening in Syria is not different with Salou. No democracy, no free speech, and human rights abuse. And Jonathan, they say a message to all wannabe directors: treat your people with respect and uphold democratic norms. Good one. Maada Bio don't have any lessons to learn from himself. And this one they come up from KK, Mr. Komon-Tok, Maada Bio in term they come not too long again, by God's grace, one fine day. And so Fambo, as I say, this is not a short program. We turn up plenty thank you. We definitely will come back in the next 1 hour with guests. Yeah, Kelvin, thank you for joining us. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok. We'll see you back in the next 1 hour with another video with the former commissioner, immigration boss rather, former immigration boss doing Ibiki time. He said deal with you at the program for Kantok on this proposed protest. What they come?
We go talk, come here, no, we no go line. I come on top, we stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, come on top, you go hear we loud. We don't go hide, we go make the proud. From saloon to the world, we stand tall. Come here, we young, now we message for. Come on top, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Come on top, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Come on top, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Come on, talk together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Come on, talk where the minds commit. Come on, talk, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Talk, talk. We dey talk and right, we dey talk and clear. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Come on, talk, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we know go shy. Migration stories should know go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's now we platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Come on, talk, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make you proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. On top, place to be, we the young and care for you and me. every way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders, they gonna hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand tall. Come here, we are.